This weekend, something huge, something massive, something crazy is going to happen. On August 15th, I uploaded a short that happened so randomly within the game. Jandel actually declared war with Steal a Brain Rot versus Grow a Garden. Elderbean here versus Tung Tung Sahur. Not only are we just getting the admin war, which is a huge deal for you guys, and especially if you're doing your garden guide, but we're also getting an expansion on the Beanstalk event. Right now, we're growing a baby, junior, tiny little beanstalk, but now we have the possibility of growing something even larger. So, of course, what are some things that we need to pay attention to before this whole event starts? Let's go over some stuff real fast and then let's get into the juicy details. Okay, so obviously this is going to start around 7 in the morning for me. Normally, admin abuse starts like an hour before the update, so I'm probably gonna have to be up early. So it tells you here, be dressed in game as a green bean on Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, we have insane admin abuse with epic weathers, rewards, mutations, and more with little beans. I'm wondering if we're gonna get a ton of beanstalk seeds again during this update. On the short that I uploaded on the 15th, we randomly got a huge amount of beanstalks randomly put into the shop. And then it happened yet again. The only advice I could get everybody to be on board with is to literally pay attention to anything that might happen randomly in the game. We've been getting random little admin abuses here and there, like throughout the entire week, which the grand finale is on Saturday. So I've been paying attention to as much as I could in game, and so far I've gotten 16 of these. 16! It has to be a sign of some sort that we have to be able to plant these maybe before the update hits. Once the admin war is done, then we'll have an expansion on the entire update. We'll have new stuff on the garden guide, new seeds, pets, items, weather, new features, and more. The garden guide is going to get added features. Okay, so hear me out with the garden guide. We have every single tier of almost pretty much every plant, every seed, every possibility, right? But what about the new seeds that we have within the game? We don't have those just yet. And with the exclusion of the bone blossom, obviously, because not everybody has that thing, I'm wondering if saving a ton of these seed packs might be a very good idea, or if you guys plan on actually getting them. I have so far 170 of these just in case, because I don't know if the expansion of this is also going to include the very rare seeds in here. We'll go ahead and look at this right now. So we have the Princess Thorn, the Poseidon plant, and finally the Gleam Root, with the Princess Thorn being the very best one. Now, I could technically go ahead and open these all up because, again, it didn't seem like it mattered all that much once I had like a ton of the chef pack seeds from the last update to now from when the garden guide was introduced, so long as I owned the seed. So technically, you guys could either choose the following, opening them now, or saving them until after the update. I myself am probably gonna go ahead and open up these now because I want to take advantage of everything possible before this update hits. We need to get things that have really high tier mutations, and if there's any chance that a Princess Thorn might be introduced, and we need to get disco mutations or anything really, really rare, this Saturday is probably going to be your best chance to get this all done. There's a lot of possibilities during this event that could happen, and I have to take advantage of everything. So should you guys. Do you guys want to know something really crazy? Out of those 170 seed packs that I just opened, I received 0 Princess Thorns. I know I had a question about this a while ago, if there was a pity pack or something in that term for any of these things here, meaning that it's guaranteed in 100 packs. I really believe that something like this is probably meant for the Robux section here. Otherwise, I would have gotten it already if it was already within those 170 packs. Technically, we are doing this the free-to-play route, so I don't think this applies to this. I ended up getting 14 of these Poseidon plants, though, but I do have to attempt to get the Princess Thorn before this update. I'm pretty sure it's a very slim chance that an event seed might actually end up inside of the garden guide, but I like to take precautionary avenues just in case if hypothetically it is added into the game. That's rough. I didn't get any. I got hooey. Okay, worst case scenario, if I can't get the Princess Thorn, then I can prep my garden for the event. Taking a look at the prismatic section within our garden guide, we have to take a look at everything that we could do before this Saturday hits. Get things ready for 30 disco crops. This is the perfect time to go ahead and prepare everything that you need. It doesn't have to be something super crazy. It could be a tomato plant, and you can try to get 30 of these. The rainbow ones are probably going to be somewhat important as well, and the rainbow Roma Secco. So for everything that's mutated, it's going to be really, really important to take advantage of everything and get this ready to be prepared for this Saturday. Now, let's get into the leaks of the event itself. Okay, so you guys already know the Beanstalk has its own little section at the very top at the cloud area. There's an empty space there. There's talks that a new crafting bench is going to be introduced, where you'll be able to take the egg and the seed packs and be able to craft a sprout chest. Now, of course, I know the game has a habit of having placeholders for the time being, so the recipe could quite possibly change. I subconsciously decided to go ahead and use my seed packs to go ahead and open to try to get the Princess Thorn. It probably took a day and a half to go ahead and get all of those. So worst case scenario is I just have to grind this again should we need more seed packs to go ahead and craft something really, really good. Does that mean we're going to be getting a brand new pet? Normally when it comes to actually chests, we have a variety of either pets or seeds that we could get from this. Eli's giving me a carrot. But we will be able to craft things during this event. So it's up to you, again, whether you guys want to go ahead and open up your seed packs or if you want to go ahead and save them just in case because you just never know, right? So there's going to be multiple recipes that you could go after during this event. However, I think the most important one is quite possibly the chest itself. Obviously, we have a willow seed, a green bean memories thing, which I'm not sure if it's actually a cosmetic. It looks like a cosmetic. It sounds like a cosmetic. It could be a cosmetic. Can't imagine growing something called green bean memories, but I feel like it is a notch towards the event that we currently are going to be experiencing during the admin abuse thing. It's going to be a start of a new era. And I think personally the most craziest one so far that has been added in here is a pet mega shard, right? That's a little strange, is it not? I mean, clearly you could get it through the pet mutation so long as your pet is level 50, but it's still a very slim chance. But now you'll be able to craft the shard itself? It says that it's a placeholder, so I'm not sure how much weight that actually holds at the very moment, but it is there in the crafting UI. It looks like you need 2 items. There is a placeholder for the item there and some shekels that you need. It does say that the crafting time is like 2 weeks though. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not, but it says 2 weeks. Oh my gosh, 11 days and 13 hours, bro. What the heck? Okay, I think my personal favorite one right now, because it's just so random, is you could befriend Goliath, the Fee-Fi-Fo Fum guy. Once you get to the top of the Beanstalk, you can give him fruit, and you can be his very best friend. Sure, he can insult you when you go to the top, when he says, "What do you want, Tiny?" But guess what? Now he could be your friend. And based on the image, it looks like the higher friendship that you have, the more stuff that he'll put inside of his quote-unquote friendship shop. Okay, you have to be friends with him in order to be a part of that shop. So if you're not friends with him, then you just go to the regular shop and you get hooey. But if you're friends with him, then he'll have more added stuff inside of there. Oh my gosh, where am I going? And finally, the one that I feel like might be important to some people, because this is a little bit what I like to call the bubblegum simulator syndrome. Okay, we're getting a pet shard cleaner. So if you put a mutation shard on any of your pets that might be stupid and you can't remove it, guess what? This thing is going to go ahead and clean that mutation right off. Now I know for those that actually like to collect anything that has nothing on it, it's clean, there's nothing on it that might deteriorate values, stuff like that, because that is absolutely a thing. Hence the reason why I call it the bubblegum simulator. Because if you put anything on top of your like secret pet on that game, people go bananas, they go insane over that, and they think your pet is worth less now. So for all of those leaks and everything, I don't want to show too much just because it's like, I don't want to spoil the whole thing. I just wanted to go ahead and talk about some of the stuff that they're adding in, which is something important for you guys to pay attention to, and hopefully safe keep before the update starts. Again, should you want to go ahead and open up the seed packs, probably wait until the weekend. See if you need them first. Worst case, if you already opened them, just refarm them again. And then obviously, finally, what in the world do we do about this whole Fee-Fi-Fo-Fum Goliath guy wanting fruits or anything for friendship points? I would definitely say kind of get ready to go ahead and start prepping your garden if anything. Should this ever be something that's weighed off the value of your stuff, definitely get everything ready. Let's say Goliath wants something really, really rare and it's not based off of something specific. Maybe you could give him like a beanstalk or something and he'll be happy. You could give him a Ranaseco and maybe he'll be happy. Or maybe, just maybe, he's gonna ask for something specific. This kind of reminds me of the Zen update, just except for the fact that the Kitsune itself that wanted the corrupted stuff and the tranquil things, it didn't really go off of anything specific other than mutations itself, and it didn't want to be your friend. But in order to like pretty much garner more friendship points with him, just kind of be prepared to get seeds. Again, get Tiny Task ready to buy every single seed if anything, should we have to get really rare seeds. I'm already prepared except for the fact that I don't have my Princess Thorn, okay? I really wanted my Princess Thorn and I feel like I should have saved all that 170 stupid seed packs. So now I get to farm all of this before Saturday. I don't know, you guys can let me know down below on all of this stuff because all of this is really, really interesting to see and we're able to see all this stuff early. Believe the images that I saw online were from somebody named Epter. So it's really awesome that we were able to see all this stuff. So a huge thank you to Epter for sharing these online. And should you guys ever want information, just keep an eye out for the wiki. The wiki should update this very soon with all of the leaks and everything with potential information on it before the event starts. Or should it be the same day, should be able to get that information very, very quickly. I'm gonna be best friends with Fee-Fi-Fo-Fum Goliath. I'm gonna give him everything, so he's gonna be my best friend. And hopefully he can give me a Princess Thorn. And of course, make sure 100% before the update kicks in with the admin abuse and everything, make sure you're dressed up as an Elder Bean. Supposedly, this is going to be tied in whether you're dressed up or not. I'm not sure, but just in case, I'm gonna have to actually change into this outfit before the admin abuse starts, just in case if it's tied in with the rewards. I'm not sure about this, but I'm still doing it just in case, so make sure you're dressed up as the little green bean and kind of get ready for this. When it comes to the actual outfit itself, you don't have to necessarily worry about having to spend Robux. It's all free. If you have a really complicated avatar, obviously make sure you just use a regular avatar and make sure you have everything saved so you don't have to reset everything and then hopefully go back to your normal avatar. Or maybe you want to just be a green bean forever. I don't know. You'll do what you want. And until then, I will see you guys all in the next video. And I cannot wait until this Saturday. Okay, bye.